Hey everyone, here are 12 foods humans were never meant to eat. Number 12. Fugu, the fish that can kill you with one wrong bite. Imagine sitting in a luxury restaurant while a chef carefully slices up a fish packed with enough poison to end your night permanently. Sounds relaxing, right? One tiny mistake and dinner suddenly turns into a survival challenge. Fugu, also known as pufferfish, contains tetrodotoxin, one of the deadliest natural poisons on Earth. It attacks your nervous system, slowly shutting down your muscles while your brain stays fully awake. That means victims can remain conscious while losing the ability to move or breathe. And somehow, despite all that, people still line up to eat it. Apparently, regular seafood just isn't exciting enough anymore. Number 11. Cassava. It looks harmless, tastes normal, and feeds millions of people worldwide. But if prepared incorrectly, this root plant can release cyanide into your body. Yeah, actual cyanide. Raw cassava contains chemicals called cyanogenic compounds. If the plant isn't soaked, dried, fermented, or cooked properly, those compounds break down into poison. Entire communities spend days processing cassava just to make it safe enough to eat. Think about that for a second. Your dinner requires a multi-step survival procedure before consumption. Nature really looked at this plant and said good luck. Number 10. Rhubarb leaves. You know that plant people turn into pies and desserts? Turns out part of it is secretly toxic. The stalks are perfectly safe. The leaves? Absolutely not. Rhubarb leaves contain large amounts of oxalic acid, which can seriously damage your kidneys and nervous system. Eat enough of them, and your body starts reacting like it swallowed chemicals from under the kitchen sink. Nausea, breathing trouble, kidney failure, all from a plant sitting casually in someone's backyard garden. It's basically nature's version of a trap item. Number 9. Ackee fruit. This fruit was once banned from import in several countries because eating it too early can seriously mess you up. That's not a warning sign. That's a giant flashing alarm. Unripe ackee contains a toxin called hypoglycin A, which causes something terrifyingly known as Jamaican vomiting sickness. And yes, it's exactly as horrible as it sounds. Your blood sugar crashes, your stomach revolts, and your entire body basically enters panic mode. The crazy part is the fruit literally tells you when it's safe to eat. Once ripe, it naturally opens on its own. Nature could not have made the instructions clearer. Number 8. Green potatoes. Ever leave potatoes sitting too long and notice they turn slightly green? Most people ignore it and keep cooking. Big mistake. That green color is your potato entering villain mode. Green potatoes contain high levels of solanine, a natural toxin plants use to defend themselves from predators. Too much solanine can cause headaches, vomiting, confusion, paralysis, and in extreme situations, death. And the scary part is that people often don't realize the danger until after they've eaten them. Imagine your mashed potatoes secretly plotting against you the entire time. Number 7. Raw kidney beans. Tiny beans, huge attitude problem. You'd never expect something that small to be dangerous, but undercooked kidney beans can absolutely destroy your stomach. They contain a toxin called phytohemagglutinin. Sounds less like food and more like a final boss in a science fiction movie. Eating just a handful of raw or undercooked kidney beans can cause severe nausea, cramps, vomiting, and digestive chaos powerful enough to make you regret every decision that led to that meal. And strangely enough, slow cookers can actually make the beans more dangerous if the temperature isn't high enough. Number 6. Raw oysters. At first glance, they look harmless. Fancy restaurant, ice tray, lemon on the side, rich people pretending to enjoy the texture. But raw oysters can carry dangerous bacteria like Vibrio, which can turn one expensive appetizer into a full medical emergency. And the scary part is you usually can't see or smell the danger. The oyster looks perfectly fresh while secretly heating bacteria capable of causing severe vomiting, fever, infections, and in rare cases, death. Some people end up in the hospital just hours after eating them. Imagine paying premium prices for seafood that might immediately start attacking your organs from the inside. Nature really made shellfish feel like a gamble. Number 5. Starfruit. Looks beautiful. Tastes refreshing. Can become extremely dangerous if your kidneys aren't working properly. This fruit contains neurotoxins that healthy kidneys normally filter out without a problem. But for people with kidney disease, those toxins can build up in the body and start affecting the brain and nervous system. We're talking confusion, seizures, hallucinations, and in severe cases, death. The craziest part is that starfruit looks like the safest thing imaginable. Bright yellow, shaped like little stars, sitting peacefully in fruit bowls like it belongs in a children's cartoon. Meanwhile, it's secretly running system diagnostics on your internal organs. Number 4. Nutmeg. Yeah, the spice sitting quietly in your kitchen right now. Turns out nutmeg stops being festive really fast once you consume too much of it. Nutmeg contains a compound called myristicin, which can become toxic in large amounts. Too much can trigger hallucinations, dizziness, nausea, paranoia, rapid heartbeat, and a level of regret strong enough to spiritually damage a person. And unlike movie scenes where hallucinations look funny and magical, real nutmeg poisoning usually feels more like your brain buffering in real time while your body panics. Number 3. Bitter almonds. Regular almonds are completely fine. Bitter almonds, however, are basically almonds with anger issues. They naturally contain compounds that can release cyanide when eaten raw. A small amount might not seem dangerous at first, but too many bitter almonds can cause serious poisoning symptoms, especially in children. Dizziness, breathing trouble, nausea, even loss of consciousness. The weird part is that most people can't even tell the difference immediately because they still look like normal almonds. It's basically the evil twin version of a healthy snack. Number 2. Giant bullfrogs. In some parts of the world, people actually eat them. But if prepared at the wrong time of year, these frogs can become highly toxic due to chemicals stored in their skin and organs. Eating improperly prepared bullfrogs has been linked to kidney failure and deadly poisoning cases. Imagine catching a frog for dinner and accidentally activating nature's hidden boss fight. And honestly, frogs already look like creatures you probably shouldn't experiment with in the first place. Bright eyes, weird noises, mysterious swamp energy. Nothing about them says safe family meal. Number 1. Kasumaju. The cheese filled with live maggots. Yeah, this is real. Somewhere along the line, humanity looked at normal cheese and thought, you know what this needs? Insects. Kasumarzu is a traditional Sardinian cheese intentionally packed with live larvae. The insects break down the fats inside the cheese, creating an ultra-soft texture and an incredibly strong flavor. But here's where things become nightmare fuel. The maggots can actually jump when disturbed. People eating the cheese sometimes cover their eyes because the larvae can launch themselves into the air. Imagine your dinner fighting back before you even take a bite. And if the larvae survive a digestion, they can potentially cause intestinal problems afterward. So not only is your food alive, it might continue the adventure after you swallow it. Somehow tourists travel across the world just to try this stuff and brag about surviving the experience. Humans really are the only species that sees danger and turns it into a food challenge. But honestly, the craziest part about all these foods is that humans still found ways to eat them safely. Our ancestors weren't just inventing recipes. They were running experiments where failure could literally kill you. So next time you sit down for a meal, remember this. Humans didn't inherit a perfectly safe menu from nature. We created one ourselves through centuries of experimentation, mistakes, and unbelievably brave decisions. Every properly cooked dish exists because somebody somewhere figured out how not to die eating it. And honestly, that might be the most human thing ever. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. See you in the next one.